All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today it is November 11th, 2021, and the time is approximately 4:33 Texas Standard Time. Let's jump right into the Ethereum charts on the 15-minute on the right, 4-hour on the left. It looks like we are in some sort of rising channel. Draw up some support and resistance lines. Right there. So it looks like we're in like a rising channel, which some would call bearish. I don't necessarily always agree with that. I think it just means that traders or the market, the price, is bouncing between two different targets, but the market itself is bullish. So what this means is that you need to watch out. You drop these lines. This is going to be the upper resistance. This is going to be the lower resistance. And you want to play off of what happens when it bounces off or breaks through one of these lines. So if it breaks through the top line, so let's say it does something like this, and it breaks through this top line with significant volume. Remember, always look at the volume. If it does that, you can expect it to continue based on how much volume. If it's a giant volume spike, then it'll probably go higher, in my experience. If it's the opposite and it does the exact opposite, where it dumps below and breaks down like that, you will probably see something like this. And then, since we're playing the 15-minute chart on the right-hand side, we have to look at the 4-hour, because there are established trends on different time frames. So an event happening on the 15-minute doesn't necessarily mean it's game over for everything. You have to remember, when in doubt, zoom out. So look at the longer time frames. And that's something that newbie traders always happens. They get wrecked on the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 1-minute. So if you're trading the 15-minute and you see it pump up $100 and I'm going to sell my bag, you sell everything, and then oh man, it goes down and it dumps. You could totally get wrecked, and if you keep doing that over and over again, psychologically, you will not want to trade. So that just means you don't know how to trade, to be honest. You're really trying to take advantage of trends, and you need to notice patterns that happen along the way. So on the 4-hour, if it did dump in this scenario, this lower support line that we drew up, because on the 4-hour you can see that every time the price tries to go through it, it just bounces back, because no one wants it. The people that are trading the 4-hour, the people that are trading the longer time frames, they don't want the price to go below that. So we shouldn't worry if it breaks down on a lower time frame like the 15-minute or 5-minute or the 1-minute. There's going to be a lot of volatility in that region or that time frame. But when you zoom out, you can see the volatility really isn't present in those small up and down price swings. So this lower support right here is where we would really be sweating if it broke through there. And it did on the last dump. You can see that the bears really did try to penetrate that barrier, and they started to get through, but it caused all the bulls to execute all kinds of orders, and it pushed the price. If you look at this giant 4-hour wick right here, it looks kind of like a hangman wick, which is usually a bad sign, but this price got beaten down from this low, which was really low. The low was 4,452. So they beat it from there all the way up to, what's the candle close? 4,628. So think of that price swing in one candle. That's pretty amazing. That shows the bullishness of Ethereum, by the way. It means that people are really trying to force the price up. And that's evident because I do also buy at critical support, even if I don't want to. Small amounts, $5, $10, $1 even. And that's just because if you spam a bunch of buy orders, it will kind of protect the price from dumping. In my mind, at least that's the Wall Street Bets community in me, but what we can see on the 4-hour, we're continuing to go up to this upper resistance level. So I'm estimating we're going to hit 5K, God willing, and I think the FOMO bulls are going to take it a little bit higher, so maybe like 5,050, possibly 5,100 if we get lucky. But we will see. Right now, I'm really not tripping out if it bounces around. I think it's still going to have this general upswing, and we're going to see it sooner than later hit this price target. And based on how long it typically takes in these little waves or cycles, I think about 3 days. So yesterday was the first day, today is the second day. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday is when we're going to see the top. And so we should be preparing when the price gets closer to this target, which is, close to the 5,000, 4,900 to be conservative. That's where we should be figuring out how we're going to layer our sell orders and figure out where we're going to exit and take profits. So hopefully this was helpful for y'all. I'm going to release another video later on right before I sleep, just some other helpful hints and just kind of an overall market overview and what to expect coming into the next few hours and days. All right, y'all, you have a good day. Peace.